Yes, I'll welcome and comes, and also we have expert. After welcoming, I'll call him, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh, uh, yes, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's already there, sir, with us. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Hi, hello, namaskara, vanakkam. Welcome to Aero India 2025, the runway to billion opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, out of this 5 days air show, we are on fourth day. The first 3 days for the delegates, exhibitors, and business experts, and last 2 days are dedicated to the general public. ಈ 2 ದಿನಗಳ ಕಾಲ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಹಾಗೂ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಹಲವಾರು ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರು ಈ ಒಂದು ಏರ್ ಶೋನ ಬಾನಂಗಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋಧ ಹಕ್ಕಿಗಳ ಆರಾಟವನ್ನ ಕಣ್ತುಂಬಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಷನ್ ಕೂಡ 2 ದಿವಸ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತಹ ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವಿಮಾನಗಳನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅವು ಹೇಗೆ ತಯಾರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ನೋಡುವಂತ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಯುವ ಜನತೆಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಮುಂದಿನ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಗೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಏಷ್ಯಾದ ಅತಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಏರ್ ಶೋ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಬಹುಶಃ 2 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಆಗುವಂತಹ ಈ ಒಂದು ಏರ್ ಶೋನ ಕಣ್ತುಂಬಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಕಳೆದ 3 ದಿವಸ ಏನೇನಾಯ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಗಿರೀಶ್ ನಿಂಗಣ್ಣ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಬರ್ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ನಾವು ದೂರದರ್ಶನ ಚಂದನ ಹಾಗೂ ಡಿ ತಮಿಳ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈವ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ವೀಕ್ಷಕರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಏನು ಲೈವ್ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಏರ್ ಶೋ, ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸರ್, ಕಳೆದ ನಮ್ಮ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರ ಅನುಕೂಲಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಕಳೆದ 3 ದಿವಸ ಏನೇನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ವಿವರಣೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದಾ?
ಕಳೆದ 3 ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ನಮಗೆ ರೋಮಾಂಚನ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸೋದು 2 5th ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಫೈಟರ್ ಏರ್ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್. ಆ 2 ಯಾವ ಥರ ಮ್ಯಾನುವರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ ಥರ ಫ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೇ ಅದು ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಹೊತ್ತು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಗಾಯ್ತು ಹೀಗಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಎಸ್, ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ನನಗೆ ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಸರ್. ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೀರೀಸ್ 3 ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸುಖಾಯ್ Su-57 ಅಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್?
ಹೌದು, ಖಂಡಿತ. ಸುಖಾಯ್
ಅದರ ವಿಶೇಷತೆ ಏನು ಸರ್?
ನೋಡಿ, ಸುಖಾಯ್ 57 ಬಂದು ಈ 5ನೇ ಜನರೇಷನ್, ಅಂದರೆ 5ನೇ ತಲೆಮಾರಿನ ಏರ್ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ಡಬಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಏರ್ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಇದು, ಮತ್ತು ಇದು ಸ್ಟೆಲ್ತ್ ಏರ್ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್. 5ನೇ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟೆಲ್ತ್ ಅಂದರೆ ರೆಡಾರ್ಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣದೇ ಇರೋವಂಥದ್ದು. ಅಂದರೆ ರೆಡಾರ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೈನ್ಯೂಟಾಗಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆಯೋ ಇಂದೋ ಅದೊಂದು ಪಕ್ಷಿ ಹಾರಾಡ್ತಿದೆಯೋನೋ ಆ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬೇಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು 2000 ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ 2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಹತ್ತತ್ರ 2500 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಪರ್ ಅವರ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡಲ್ಲಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಅದು ಅತಿ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಸೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ 66,000 ಫೀಟಷ್ಟು ಹೈಟ್ ಅದು ಫ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಉಳ್ಳವಂಥ ಏರ್ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್.
And there is a narrative like the competition between US F-35 and Sukhoi, and US is saying that ours is superior, and Russia is saying that Sukhoi is superior. So which one do you think more capable of, sir?
See, F-35 is also equally good aircraft, like Su-75. But F-35 ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನ್. ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಥ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಪುಷ್. ಅದು ಬಂದು ಹತ್ತತ್ರ 190 ಕಿಲೋ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಸುಖಾಯ್ 75 ಬಂದು ಡಬಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನ್, ಅದ್ರ ಥ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು 280 ಕಿಲೋ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪವರ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಮೇನ್, ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನ್. ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಲ್ತ್ ಫೀಚರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಮೋರ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ದೆನ್ ಸುಖಾಯ್ 57 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಒಂದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಈ ಏವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಸೂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ more advanced than the avionics part. I'm telling it's more advanced compared to Sukhoi. Andre our telemetry, andre interaction with the ground level agli.
And we can see the roar from the crowd, sir. The flight is taking off in a short while, and this flight is going to take place. And sir, last question, ನಮ್ಮ indigenous capacity ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, coming from HL, what are the flights from our Indian providers available here, sir?
ನೋಡಿ, LCA ತೇಜಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ 1A ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಫ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದು ಹತ್ತತ್ರ 83ರಷ್ಟು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಏರ್ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ, ನಾವು ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದುವರೆಗೂ 40 ತೇಜಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ 1 ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಈಗ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ 1A ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಏರ್ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ 1. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಲಿಕಾಪ್ಟರ್ LUH, ನಮ್ಮ ತುಮಕೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಹೆಲಿಕಾಪ್ಟರ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, LUH ಲೈಟ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಹೆಲಿಕಾಪ್ಟರ್, ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಮತ್ತು HTT-40 ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಮತ್ತು HJT-36 ಸಿತಾರ ಅಂತ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಜೆಟ್ ಫೈಟರ್ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಮತ್ತು ಡಾರ್ನಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲೈ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಕಿರಣ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್, ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು.
ಸೌಂಡ್ ಕೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂಥರ ಮಜಾ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ಹಾಗೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 3 days there are many agreement between the countries, between the providers. So can you highlight what all the main agreement has taken place in the last 3 days business?
See, only one thing I know, there was some major agreement with Saffron engines, some LEAP engines ಅಂತಾರೆ, where commercial aircraft ಕೆಲ್ಲ engines supply ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. So there is some transfer of technology agreement. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ I have not gone into depth of the agreements what all have happened. So I will come back regarding this.
So and also there are many delegates, ministers and foreign people are be there. So ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಕೂಡ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು, ಚುಂಚನಗಿರಿ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ. Who and all came?
ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದಂಗೆ ನಿರ್ಮಲಾನಂದ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಗಳು ಬಂದಿದ್ರು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ತೇಜಸ್ವಿ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು, ಮತ್ತು ನಾಳೆ ಯದುವೀರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೊಂದು ಸುದ್ದಿ ಬಂತು. ಮತ್ತು ಅವರು HAL ಟ್ರೈನರ್ನೇನೋ ಫ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇವತ್ತು ತೇಜಸ್ವಿ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಅವ್ರು ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದಂಗೆ HTT-40 ಅಂತ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಫ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಲೈಟ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಹೆಲಿಕಾಪ್ಟರ್ ನಿರ್ಮಲಾನಂದ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರು ಮತ್ತು ತೇಜಸ್ವಿ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್ HAL ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಮೆನಿ ಮೋರ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಕಮ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಚಂದನ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾತಾಡೋ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಜೆಂಟ್ಲ್ಮೆನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅವರ್ ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಗಿರೀಶ್ ನಿಂಗಣ್ಣ. ಇನ್ನೇನು ಕೆಲವೇ ಕ್ಷಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರನ್ವೇಯಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋ ಲೈವ್ ಫಾರ್ ಏರ್ ಶೋ ಏರೋ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ 2025.
देवियों और सज्जनों, अब आपके सामने प्रदर्शन करने आ रहा है भारत में ही रूपांकित, विकसित और निर्मित भारत का गर्व लाइट यूटिलिटी हेलीकॉप्टर LUH. Continuing the visual treat over the pristine skies of Bangalore, presenting now is the latest addition to the rotary wing fleet of HAL, the light utility helicopter. The LUH is a 3-ton class utility helicopter indigenously designed and developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and meets the requirements of both military and civil operators.
Dear audience, for those of you who missed the B-1B Lancer the first time, flying in again from your left is the aircraft with onboard self-protection electronic jamming equipment, radar warning receiver and expendable countermeasure system, along with a towed decoy system. It complements its low radar cross-section to form an integrated, robust defense system that supports penetration of hostile airspace.
Ladies and gentlemen, please shift your gaze to the left where the LUH, painted in shining colors, is ready for takeoff. In its first maneuver, the LUH is going to go vertically up in a 360-degree spiral at 300 feet per minute.
जश्न है भारत रग रग में है जीत की आदत ऐसा हुनर दुश्मन भी सलामी दे तू सूरज हम तेरे उजाले तुझसे जुदा नहीं होने वाले आखिर तक हम सुपर्द होंगे के जय हिंद जो नस नस में है अनबाजी फिर बस में है जितनान के हिंदुस्तान बोले.
The LUH proved its mettle when it successfully performed landing and takeoff at the world's highest battlefield, the Siachen Glacier. Powered with a single turboshaft engine and equipped with a four-bladed hingeless main rotor and bearingless tail rotor, the LUH has sufficient power margins to cater to demanding high-altitude missions. The light utility helicopter is a versatile platform well matched for all the unforgiving terrains of India. Its successful trials at Ladakh, Jodhpur and other locations is a testimony to this.
तेरा दे और ये जुनून बनते हैं दिल के कारखानों में पहुंच गए हम बढ़ते आगे हर किसी पे भी बंधे हैं धागे
And there she goes, vertically up in a spiral, 360 degrees in the turn. There she is, dipping her nose, accelerating smoothly to maneuvering speeds. Hold your breath as the LUH prepares for the wing over. The pilots make a sharp pitch up to 60 degrees, hit the pedals coming out left and dive right back. You can hear the main rotor blades of LUH slapping the air into submission as she speeds away for the next wing over. शानदार खलाबाजियों को जारी रखते हुए कैप्टन एक बार फिर विंग ओवर की तैयारी में, इस बार दाएं की ओर.
सलामी दे सूरज हम तेरे उजाले तुझसे जुदा नहीं होने वाले आखिर तक हम बढ़ते रहेंगे चाहे इंसान नस नस में है हंसबाजी फिर बस में है इंसान के
The LUH coming in for a turn, the pilots are experiencing high G loading as they make the turn at a high bank angle, demonstrating the excellent handling qualities and performance capabilities. Piloting the LUH today is Wing Commander Anil Bambani, retired, who is a seasoned test pilot and has more than 6,000 hours of flying to his credit. Sharing the cockpit is Wing Commander Subhash P. John, retired Vayusena Medal and Chief Test Pilot HAL, who has amassed more than 7,500 hours of flight. The pilots now get ready to perform the rearward flight, which will culminate in the exhilarating tail-up hover. There she is, proceeding rearwards, showing off her ability to handle strong winds from any direction. And there it is, the tail-up hover, showcasing the razor-sharp response and control power available to the pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, the LUH accelerates away, positioning for the most challenging stall turns. You will now notice the LUH climbing up steeply as it bleeds off its speed to zero and with a sharp rudder turn accelerates downwards. Wasn't that breathtaking? A challenging maneuver executed with ease by the brilliant pilots and made possible by the unique design. And here it is, going for the signature maneuver once again right in front of us. As the old adage goes, Save the best for the last. Towards the end of this segment, we shall now witness the LUH move precipitously, building momentum to perform the zoom climb. This maneuver is carried out to gain altitude in the shortest possible time. The helicopter will execute a steep, rapid ascent to gain altitude and level off at the top into a high hover. The intense forces exerted on the helicopter during a zoom climb demonstrate the robust airframe design and a powerful but nimble rotor which puts complete freedom in the hands of the pilot to focus on the mission. The zoom climb is a testament to the advanced capabilities of LUH. ಈ LUH ವಿಮಾನ ನಮ್ಮ ತುಮಕೂರು ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ HAL ಇಂದ ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸಲ್ಪಟ್ಟ ಏಷ್ಯಾದ ಅತಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹೆಲಿಕಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಕಾರ್ಖಾನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಸಿದ್ಧಪಡಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ನಮ್ಮೂರು ಹೆಲಿಕಾಪ್ಟರ್. Shining example of Atmanirbhar Bharat, the LUH symbolizes India's growing strength in helicopter design and manufacture. That, ladies and gentlemen, marks the brilliant end of the display by LUH. Please give the wonderful pilots a big wave and a huge round of applause.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the marvelous aircraft Su-57 from the Russia has lined up. In front of you, this is Su-57 multifunctional 5th generation fighter designed to gain air superiority and destroy critically important targets of enemy's infrastructure. The pilot for Su-57 is the legendary Sergei Bogdan. Do not miss the sight of the majestic, marvelous platform as the aircraft shall take off in less than 250 meters and thereafter commence a sharp climb for a loop right in front of your eyes.
'Cause you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. 'Cause you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. 'Cause you light up the path. I don't care if you wanna tear me apart. I don't care.
And that's Su-57 majestically posing over the runway. I hope you're taking a good shoot.
'Cause in a sky full of stars, we saw you.
After the short takeoff, the aircraft shall climb with an angle of 60 degree and commence a loop. Thereafter, performing a steep climb once again, followed by a stall turn and dive. And as he shall dive, you will see him coming down like a falling leaf. Thereafter, the aircraft shall perform a wing over, followed by a spin of 2.5 turns, wherein again he shall fall like a leaf in the autumn. And there he rolls. Keep your eyes riveted. Steering speed, 3, 2, 1, now. And that's Sergey pulling up for a loop, going vertical. Now he goes inverted, coming out of the 3-foot loop. Gear up for a 60-degree climb. And now he shall perform a maneuver called as stall turn and dive. He's pulling up the altitude, and that's the stall turn. And now the aircraft tumblings out and diving with high speeds coming in right in front of you. Do hold your breath for a wing over that's going to be performed over the center stage. That's the peculiar wing over of Su-57. Do hold your breath as the aircraft shall fall like a falling leaf in the autumn. The aircraft shall now perform a steep climb at 60 degrees with 3/4 ascending roll. And that's an ascending spin performed by Su-57, one of the very few aircraft that can perform this maneuver. And keep your eyes glued for an accelerated hook turn towards his right. And that's him pulling up 90 degrees like a cobra in the sky. The Cobra maneuver is also known as the Pugachev Cobra, and Su-57 is the only aircraft that can perform it presently. There he pulls up once again. Now the attitude is 130 degrees. That's the Cobra once again with his magnificent hood in the skies of Bangalore.
Cause you're a sky full of stars. I wanna die in your arms. I wanna give you my heart.
And that's a minimum radius turn by this mighty beast. And that's what we call the Nesterov loop. And that's Sergei coming in for a landing. Do keep your eyes riveted as you shall see this mighty beast touching the ground with panache and grace. There he touches the beast like a feather on the ground.
Dear audience, it's now time for the grand entry of Hindustan Turbo Trainer 40, also known as the HTT 40. Please look to your left as the pilot runs in for his first maneuver. Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, the HTT-40 taking off. As the pilot positions for the first maneuver, let me introduce this aircraft to you. Started as HAL's in-house development program, HTT-40 has been under development since 2013. The first prototype of HTT-40 performed its first experimental flight on 31st of May 2016. Since then, the aircraft has successfully completed all the tests, including the spin certification. The HTT-40 showcases the design, development and manufacturing prowess of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited to take up any challenge that comes to it. The first maneuver, the pilot will execute a wing over to the left and position for a barrel roll to the right. Please look ahead. This maneuver showcases the aircraft's maneuverability. The aircraft is maintaining a speed of 180 knots. As the pilot readies for the barrel roll, approaching from the front, please look out for the next move, as the pilot will pull up and continue the barrel roll, demonstrating the agility of the aircraft. Once again, the pilot is going to carry out a wing over to the right to face the audience as he positions himself for a barrel roll to the left. During the barrel roll, the pilot pulls up for a loop and then rolls the aircraft to change its direction by 90 degrees by the time he's on his back. He continues with the loop while rolling the aircraft to recover in the original direction where he started the maneuver. The aircraft is now recovering in the wing over and coming in for a horizontal figure of 8 maneuver. For executing this maneuver, the pilot has started a loop, will go through the first half, then before completing the loop, while the aircraft is on its back, pointing at the ground in an inverted dive, he will flip the aircraft erect. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in for the second loop now. Is now positioning for doing a 270 degrees left roll to turn right, which is also called the derry roll. The HTT-40 is designed and developed by the Aircraft Research and Design Center of HAL. This aircraft is designed by a young team of designers comprising key disciplines such as aerodynamics, structures, propulsion, avionics, and other systems. The HTT-40 is now positioning for the landing. Please do notice how easily the aircraft is maneuvering. The pilot in the cockpit today of HTT-40 is Wing Commander Pratyush Avasthi, who is the Deputy Chief Test Pilot of fixed wing aircrafts at HAL. He has over 4,000 hours of flying to his credit. Ladies and gentlemen, as the aircraft concludes its aerial display, it leaves behind a message that India's aviation future is bright and the sky is no longer the limit but just the beginning.
Keeping with the beat and the visual treat, prepare yourself for the zipping fighter aircraft. You're about to witness a low-level aerobatic display by one of the world's most agile fighter aircraft, the Sukhoi 30 MKI, also known as the Flanker. The display will give you an idea of the maneuvers that the mighty Flanker is capable of performing. The Sukhoi 30 MKI is a multi-role air superiority fighter. It is a two-seater twin turbofan aircraft. The MKI variant is tailor-made for Indian specifications and is capable of air-to-air and air-to-ground operations. It is integrated with the state-of-the-art radar and weapons capable of delivering a high degree of damage to the targets. The pilot in command today is Wing Commander Parvinder Singh Chahal, nicknamed Parry. He's a qualified flying instructor and has more than 1,700 hours on the type. He is the flight commander of 31 Squadron Lions. The motto of the squadron is "Kill with every blow." Aiding him is the Weapons System Officer, Squadron Leader Amal NS. Do not miss the majestic platform of the Sukhoi as the aircraft is rolling in for takeoff. The aircraft is now positioning off a left turn to execute the famous loop tumble yaw. The Sukhoi 30 is one of the few aircraft in the world that can do this extremely complex maneuver. Shift your gaze upwards as the aircraft takes the center stage, pulling up. Look on as he describes a circle in the vertical plane. Let me see how many of you can spot the aircraft and the pilot inverted waving at you. Notice how the nose travels quickly in a manner called the tumble, followed by the yaw, thereby bidding farewell to all the known laws of aerodynamics. This maneuver helps him change direction quickly. Apart from the sheer flying skill, this maneuver is made possible by a combination of thrust-vectored engines and fly-by-wire technology. Positioning from the right this time to carry out a series of rolls in front of you, followed by the rolls in a climb. And There you go. Flying in this manner not only requires skill but a high degree of situational awareness and absolute mastery of the aircraft and its systems. Keep your eyes riveted to the aircraft approaching from your left. What distinguishes a good fighter jet is not only its ability to fly supersonic but also the ability to fly slow. And this is precisely what you are witnessing in front of you. The speeds are as slow as 240 kilometers per hour. As they rightly say, even the winds stop to stare. Now notice how the aircraft engages reheat and climbs using the massive power of its two afterburning engines. Here both Parry and Amal are repositioning to display another unique ability of the aircraft, the ability to turn in a dime, as they say, with minimum radius turn. The aircraft is flying at speeds close to 500 kilometers per hour and is describing a circle on ground less than 450 meters in radius. This allows superior air combat performance when engaged with an adversary. Now Parry is positioning for another loop tumble yaw in case you missed the first one. This time he's positioning 12 o'clock to us. And here he pitches up for a loop. And here's the tumble. Quickly followed by the yaw. Now positioning again 12 o'clock to us for a maneuver called the slice. Just like you slice fruits with your kitchen knife, the aircraft shall be appearing to cut the sky into two halves. maneuver was only possible due to the sheer skill of the pilot and the spectacular handling characteristics of the Sukhoi 30 MKI at all speed regimes. Dear audience, have you ever seen a fighter in reverse gear? If not, then watch as Barry will now execute a marvelous maneuver called the tail slide. There you see 30 tons of machinery and 2 humans stationary in the air. And there she slides downwards. The aircraft is coming in from your right this time to perform a maneuver called the Vertical Charlie, representing the motto of the Indian Air Force, touching the sky with glory. And now coming in for the high-speed run along the days from your left, the aircraft will be flying at 900 kilometers per hour. As the saying goes, do not be fooled by the noiseless dash, as the thunder always follows the Sukhoi. The aircraft is now positioning for landing. Do notice that as the pilot lowers the undercarriage, he will demonstrate the short landing capability of the aircraft. With the grace and all the panache, do enjoy the featherweight landing of this mighty beast. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the mighty Sukhoi 30 MKI demonstrating its superior agility. This is one of the few operational combat aircraft in the world with thrust vectoring and is truly the very best.
dear audience, it's time now for the smallest aircraft of the display. The aircraft coming next is so small that one day each one of you could own it, and that's the purpose for which it has been developed by National Aerospace Laboratories. New generation Hansa aircraft is also known as Hansa NG. This is India's first all-composite light aircraft designed and developed by CSIR NAL in the very light aircraft category, ideally suited for ab initio flying training, sports and hobby flying. Please look to your left as the pilot rolls out for the first maneuver. Now he is executing a left turn. Thereafter he will change his direction by 360 degree, turning right with a minimum radius of possible turn. This aircraft is a two-seater aircraft with low wing and low noise emission and option to use both motor gasoline and aviation gasoline. Now the aircraft is initiating 360 degree turn in a right pattern. Within no time this will roll out on the original direction, showcasing its maneuverability without losing altitude and potential. Aircraft will be positioning itself for a next maneuver, which is the horizontal figure of 8. It will take a left turn and thereafter, when it becomes parallel to runway, will start the new maneuver. This horizontal 8 is a combination of two steep turns, showcasing the thrust margin of aircraft and its potential to demonstrate sustained rate of turn. Now it has started the first leg and taking right. Now leveling out and initiating in a left turn pattern for the second part of horizontal 8 maneuver. While the aircraft positions for the next maneuver, I would like to introduce you to the pilot flying this machine. The aircraft being flown by Wing Commander Saurabh Kumar Singh of ASTE. He is a test pilot in the Aircraft and System Testing Establishment of Indian Air Force, which is based in the city of Bangalore. He has flown a total of 13 aircraft within a short span of 15.5 years of service and has 2,300 hours of flying to his credit on different types of fighter, trainers, transport class of aircraft. Now aircraft is initiating a wingover maneuver.
right, and thereafter completion will enter into a left wing over. Now initiating left wing over. As you can see, the aircraft now is positioning for a short circuit and landing. It will land close to the dash and keep its nose up till very high. But before that, it will show a maneuver in which it will be doing waggling the wings. It is leaving a message that the Indian force has always been supporting and will always support the indigenous aircraft and systems, no matter what. This aircraft can run on both type of fuels, that is motor gasoline and aviation gasoline, which allows it to be more flexible and economically operatable. It has a service ceiling of 10,000 feet above mean sea level and maximum speed of 140 knots. You can look now, the aircraft is positioning for a short circuit and land, and when it is landing close to dash, it will keep its nose up till very last moment to show its refined engineering.
When dreaming got you all the world, time and time again. It's alright if I stay asleep, 'cause I don't wanna leave.
Lined up next, we have the latest 5th generation fighter aircraft from the US Air Force, the F-35. Coming all the way from Fairbanks, Alaska, the F-35 would enthrall you all by demonstrating maximum performance climbs and turns, showing off pure American muscle.
Escape, come on, let's go there. Let's touch and we stay. Can you take me higher to a place where the light and
Please keep looking to your left as the aircraft is taking off now. Coming up next is our very own indigenously designed and developed intermediate jet trainer, the HJT-36. The aircraft has been built by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited as a crucial training platform for the pilots transitioning from basic propeller-driven aircraft to advanced jet fighters. This aircraft is a testament to India's growing capabilities in indigenous aerospace design and manufacturing. Keep your eyes peeled to the left and look out for the aircraft.
मंजिल मिलेगी चाहे राहें हो खफा देश ये सिखाता है हिम्मतें बढ़ाता है तू घर से गिर के ना तू रुकना बेवजह अर्श की उड़ाने लगानी है इन हवाओं का रुख बदलना आज है देश ये इबादत हमारी है तू ये आज सफर को बना झुके तेरे आगे सर तेरी गोद मेरा घर है तुझे सलाम इंडिया झुके तेरे आगे सर तेरी गोद मेरा घर है तुझे सलाम इंडिया झुके तेरे आगे सर तेरी गोद मेरा घर है तुझे सलाम इंडिया मुश्किल वक्त में भी हम न खोए हौसला दिल के साथ चलने का यूं कर ले फैसला हम जो चूमे तो मिलता जोश है बस तेरी ही खातिर जाए सरफरोश है जीत का जश्न हम मनाएंगे आसमां तिरंगा सजा रहा है शान से सभी को बताएंगे जीत का जश्न तेरे आगे सर तेरी गोद मेरा घर है तुझे सलाम इंडिया तेरे आगे सर तेरी गोद
Look to your left, ladies and gentlemen, the intermediate jet trainer HJD-36 ready for takeoff. The aircraft will now turn left, going in for a wing over and to position for the first maneuver, the barrel roll.
बढ़ाता है घर से गिर के ना तू रुकना बेवजह अर्श की उड़ाने लगानी है हवाओं का रुख बदलना आज है देश ये
From the splendid wing over, going in for the barrel roll.
झुके तेरे आगे सर तेरी गोद मेरा घर है तुझे
The IGT showcasing its ability to take a small radius turn as it prepares for a loop along the runway. Going in for the loop, you can now see the pilot pulling up while manipulating power to achieve the desired parameters without any fear of surge or over temperature.
सरफरोश है जीत का जश्न हम मनाएंगे आसमां तिरंगा सजा रहा है शान से
And that was the loop deftly executed by the IJT. Please observe how the pilot pulls up and carries out a left wing over to demonstrate a simulated weapons release. The aircraft today is being flown by Group Captain H.V. Thakur, retired Chief Test Pilot of HAL. He's an experimental test pilot with over 5,000 500 hours of experience in more than 20 types of aircraft, including the Jaguar, the IJT, Hawkeye and HTT-40. He is currently evaluating all prototypes of fighter being developed by HAL. He also specializes in spin clearances for prototype aircraft. The IJT coming in for another spectacular loop. Wasn't that just amazing? The HTT-36 is highly resistant to departure, making it an ideal platform for advanced training in tactical flying, combat, weapon delivery and formation flying. Please keep looking to your right as the aircraft accelerates to a speed of 400 knots to perform a few snap rolls right in front of you. Please notice how the pilot uses the agility of the IJT to execute a high G turn to demonstrate its small radius of turn. A full glass cockpit with a head-up display system enables the pilot to be aware of its position and potential at all times. The aircraft also houses an AI-based voice activation system capable of operating onboard avionics by voice command of the pilot. The aircraft is known for its long range and endurance, essential for training and operations, thereby making it an ideal platform to train young pilots who will graduate into skilled aviators. The pilot is now flying in from your left to execute a tight circuit to land. Please notice as the aircraft flaunts its undercarriage and flaps right in front of you. The aircraft has an advanced anti-skid system in its brakes, making it an ideal platform to operate from short airfields. And that was the intermediate jet trainer, the HJT-36. A huge round of applause for the pilots and the team behind the IJT.
And now, after the marvelous aerobatics performed by the HJT-36, it's time to get set to witness a thrilling aerobatic display by none other than the Suryakiran aerobatic team. I would like to tell you that the 9 aircraft of the Suryakiran team have now lined up and are getting set to take off from the runway right in front of you. I would like to share with you that the Suryakiran aerobatic team is the only 9 aircraft aerobatic team, not just in India, but all across Asia. और मैं आपको बता दूं कि इस टीम की हर बात है कुछ खास। और आज इस टीम का जो टेक ऑफ आप देखने वाले हैं, वो भी बहुत ही अनोखा होने वाला है। आप सबने आज एक विमान को तो रनवे से टेक ऑफ करते जरूर देखा है, मगर आज आपके सामने रनवे से टेक ऑफ करेंगे एक नहीं, दो नहीं, बल्कि 9 विमान एक साथ। Yes, you heard that right. What you are about to witness is a Vic formation takeoff, in which all the 9 aircraft of the Suryakiran team will be taking off together in groups of 3 each. इस प्रकार के टेक ऑफ का प्रयोग सबसे पहले वर्ल्ड वॉर 1 के दौरान किया गया था और इसका मुख्य उद्देश्य है कम से कम समय में विमानों को आसमान में पोजीशन करना। Please look to your left. Here they come to present the first quick takeoff. 6 aircraft of the team are now airborne. Let's get set for the final quick takeoff. Look to the left of the runway. Here come 3 aircraft for one final quick takeoff. With that, all 9 aircraft of the Suryakiran team are now airborne. They are now gathering together in the sky and regrouping to fly in for a grand entrance which you do not want to miss. And while we await the team's arrival, I would like to share with you that the Suryakiran team of the Indian Air Force is the only 9 aircraft aerobatic team all across Asia. The Suryakiran team was first established in the year 1996. Until the year 2011, this team carried out aerobatics in the Kiran Mark II aircraft. In the year 2015, this team was re-established, and this time with the Hawk Mark 132, which you will see flying very, very closely today. In the year 2015, the team comprised 4 Hawk Mark 132 aircraft. In 2016, they expanded to a 6 aircraft team. And finally, in the year 2017, Suryakiran went on to become Asia's only 9 aircraft aerobatic team, which thrilled the audience all across the country. Suryakirans also made the nation proud in various countries abroad. Some of these nations are Singapore, Cambodia, Laos, China, Sri Lanka, and UAE. The Suryakiran team consists of 9 Hawk Mark 132 flying in extremely close proximity. These aircraft have been licensed manufactured in India by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. You will notice today that these aircraft have been painted in a striking red shade with white stripes, which resembles the rays of the sun. And just like sunlight reaches every corner, bringing warmth and positivity, the Suryakiran team soars across the skies, inspiring and igniting passion among the youth of the nation. Through their breathtaking aerial displays, they not only showcase the skill and precision of the Indian Air Force, but also motivate the young minds to embrace the honor and adventure of serving in the prestigious Indian Armed Forces. The Suryakiran team trains for 6 months, day in and day out, and performs aerobatic displays for the rest of the year. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that the wait is almost over. In less than a minute now, you will see the aircraft of the Suryakiran team taking over the skies of Gujarat. So get ready, don't go anywhere. You are now going to witness an amazing aerobatic display by the Suryakiran aerobatic team. भारतीय वायुसेना जानी जाती है अपने अनुशासन, एकाग्रता और कार्यकुशलता के लिए, और आज सूर्यकिरण टीम इसी हुनर और जोश को दर्शाएगी. So ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Get set to welcome the ambassadors of the Indian Air Force, the Suryakiran team led by Group Captain Ajay Naslati. Loop. Please do keep your gaze fixed on these aircraft as you will now see them changing position and coming into a new formation. And now look closely, these aircraft are now spreading out and forming the shape of a spacecraft. This spacecraft is dedicated to India's first human spaceflight mission, Gaganyaan, developed by AERO. And it is a matter of pride for each one of us that the astronauts selected for this prestigious mission are pilots of the Indian Air Force. Coming in from your left, here's presenting the Suryakiran team's Gaganyaan formation. Flying in the lead in all formations is Suryakiran 1. Flying right behind him at number 4 is the deputy leader, Group Captain Siddesh Karthik. And number 4 is followed by number 7. Suryakiran 1, 4 and 7 form the spine of all formations. Please keep your gaze fixed on the aircraft as now you will see them shifting behind onto the wings of number 7. And now look straight ahead, the aircraft are now flying on the wings of number 7 and have formed the shape of the mighty Sukhoi. This formation is dedicated to the multi-role, all-weather frontline fighter of the Indian Air Force, the Su-30 MKI. Please look to your left. Here's presenting the Sukhoi formation. In all formations is number 3 squadron leader Vishnu. Number 5 our Bangalore boy Wing Commander Arjun Patel, and at number 9 is Wing Commander Alan George. Once again, look at these aircraft very closely, because in a short while from now you will see one of these aircraft detaching from the formation. But he will be back very soon. The next change in formation will take place right in front of you. On the leader's call of time and go, number 8 and 9 will change position and come into diamond formation. So let's hear the leader straight from his cockpit. Now I'm sure you remember that one aircraft had detached from the formation some time back. But looks like he couldn't stay away for too long. Please look to your left, because here comes number 7 with something exciting in store. And he's going upside down! Flying on the right side of the leader in all formations is number 2 squadron leader Jasdeep Singh, number 6 Wing Commander Rajesh Kajla, and number 8 squadron leader Ankit Vashisht. Coming up next, you will see the aircraft pulling up towards the sky. But as they go up, you will see that they will change direction by 90 degrees and form the shape of the clover leaf, which is a symbol of hope, faith, and good luck. Here they are coming in from your right to present the clover. That you see flying above are the Hawk Mark 132 advanced jet trainer, and it is on this aircraft that our pilots turn into fighter pilots. And to present a 360-degree view of this aircraft, here comes number 7 from your right. And now please shift your gaze towards your left because you will see 8 aircraft flying less than 5 meters away from each other and rolling in the sky together. Please look to your left. Here's presenting the barrel roll. And now please brace yourselves and hold tight because you are now about to witness the agility and the speed of this glorious aircraft. Please shift your gaze towards your right and get set to welcome number 7, who will fly past you buzzing the skies at more than 800 kilometers per hour. And now get ready for this next maneuver, which is the team's signature maneuver. Very soon you will see the aircraft approaching you from straight ahead. And as they get closer, they will go pulling up towards the sky as if living up to the motto of the Indian Air Force, touch the sky with glory. And as they come down, on the leader's call, they will spread in the sky like the rays of the sun. So get ready and please shift your gaze straight ahead. There they go, pulling up towards the sky. Well, don't you go anywhere because we are just getting started. The team will now commence the second phase of the display, which is called the synchronous phase. And now we are ready to bring the action much lower and closer to you. A few moments ago, you saw the aircraft of the team flying together in close formation. But now, they will split into smaller elements of 2, 3 and 5 aircraft and come towards you from different directions and in lightning fast speeds. So for the very first synchro maneuver, please look to your left because here come number 8 and number 6. And also look to your right because here comes number 9 being closely followed by number 5. And get ready for the barbed wire cross. लैंडिंग। मैं आपको बता दूं कि ऐसे जोखिम भरे करतब इतनी दक्षता से करने के लिए कड़ी मेहनत और एक दूसरे पर पूरी तरह भरोसा करना बहुत ही जरूरी है। तो इसी कठिन परिश्रम और अटूट भरोसे की एक और झलक आपको दिखाने आ रहे हैं आपकी बाईं ओर से विंग कमांडर एलन जॉर्ज। But also look to your right because here comes squadron leader Ankit Vashisht to present the coolest high five in the sky. Coming in with his wingmen in the shape of the English letter A. And let me tell you that this A represents the mighty aerospace power that the Indian Air Force is today. But wait a second, who's that coming in from your left? Ladies and gentlemen, that's our Bangalore boy, Wing Commander Arjun Patel, who went crossing the Alpha and is now presenting a loop. Because in the next maneuver, you will see 3 aircraft approaching you together. But as they get closer, you will see that 1 aircraft will be flying upside down. But don't worry, he has complete faith in his wingmen to guide him in the sky, even when flying inverted. Please look to your right for this next maneuver called the inverted Vic. And now it's time to get ready for this next maneuver, which will be commencing from your right. You will see 5 aircraft coming towards you in formation. But as they get closer, 2 of the inner members will roll outwards and exchange position with the outer members. Confused with what you just heard? Well, take a look for yourself. Please look towards your right and get set to witness the rollbacks. टीम का अगला मैनूवर है बहुत ही खास क्योंकि ये दर्शाता है अनेकता में एकता जो है भारत की विशेषता. Please shift your gaze slightly towards your left and you will see 4 aircraft, one behind another, rolling gloriously in the sky. they show us how our soldiers always have each other's back. And these 4 aircraft represent the 4 pillars of India's unity, which are patriotism, empathy, brotherhood and trust. Here they come for one final look from your left. And now please look to your left as you will see the aircraft forming the shape of the DNA in the sky. And in our DNA, we store the core values of the Indian Air Force: mission, integrity, excellence. Presenting from your left is the DNA maneuver. Coming up next, you will see 3 aircraft flying in towards you in perfect alignment, one behind the other. A display of precision, discipline and unwavering determination. Do look closely because they will soon disperse in the sky, symbolizing the 3 mighty arms of the Indian Armed Forces, the Army, Navy and the Air Force. Please look straight ahead and brace yourselves for the Trishul maneuver. किरण का रथ सजा है, कली कुसुम से पथ सजा है, बादलों से अनुचरों ने स्वर्ण की पोशाक धारी, आ रही रवि की सवारी, आ रही रवि की सवारी। Presenting the half Cuban. Do keep up the applause because here he comes right back towards us to take a closer look at his audience. Please do wave at him as he is also waving at you from his cockpit. Shift your gaze straight ahead as here come the aircraft proudly waving the tricolor in the sky. And now on the leader's call, they will disperse in the sky like the rays of the sun. So hear the leader from his cockpit.
An aerobatic team wishes the audience blue skies and happy landings.
And we're not done yet. What you just witnessed was the aircraft spreading out in different directions. Well, now they are joining up with each other in the sky, repositioning, and will be flying in, showcasing the arrowhead formation. Do get ready because this next formation, the arrowhead, symbolizes the precision, might and ferocity of the Indian Armed Forces. And you will see all the 9 aircraft approaching you together, proudly waving the tricolor in the sky. I would like to share with you that the magnificent colors of the Indian national flag that you saw in the sky today was made possible because of modified smoke pods installed in these aircraft. And I'm proud to share with you that these smoke pods have been completely designed and developed by a remarkable team of air warriors belonging to 11 Base Repair Depot of the Indian Air Force. This has been a significant step in the direction of self-reliance, showcasing the technological might of the Indian Air Force. Each pilot of the Suryakiran team is a fighter pilot and is also a qualified flying instructor with more than 1,500 hours of flying experience on fighter platforms such as the Su-30 MKI, Tejas, Mirage 2000, MiG-21 and Jaguar fighter aircraft. One of our pilots is on ground today as the team's safety observer. He is Squadron Leader Divakar Sharma, a Su-30 pilot, and his role today was to ensure the safety of today's display and pass critical information to the team leader via radio communication. Our cameramen today are Sergeant D.K. Roy, Corporal Gaurav and Corporal Ankit, who are recording the entire display on their video cameras. And it is through these recorded videos that the team endeavors to make each display even better. Now please scan the skies and try to guess the direction from which the aircraft will be coming in next. Well, here they are coming in from your left in the arrowhead formation. And look closely because one by one they will be detaching from this formation and be bidding you farewell and thanking you for being such a wonderful audience. And that was the team's aerial salute to each and everyone present in the audience today. Thank you for being so wonderful and encouraging us with your Josh. To keep up with the team schedule, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. Our social media handle is Surikiran_IAF. I, Flight Lieutenant Kamal Sandhu, on behalf of the commentary team consisting of Wing Commander Vikas Chaudhary, Wing Commander Jisha, Squadron Leader Himadri, Squadron Leader Aishwarya, Squadron Leader Kusum, Squadron Leader Shweta Priya, Karthik S, Neha Gugalia and Gayatri A. We thank you for being such a wonderful audience. Until we meet again, goodbye, happy landings, Jai Hind.
ಬಾನಂಗಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋಹದ ಹಕ್ಕಿಗಳ ಹಾರಾಟ. ಯಾರು ಯಲಹಂಕ ಏರ್ ಬೇಸ್ಗೆ ಬರಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ವೋ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಡಿ ಚಂದನ ಹಾಗೂ ಡಿ ತಮಿಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಿರಾ, ಕಣ್ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಲೋಹದ ಹಕ್ಕಿಗಳ ಹಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ರೈಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ USAF B1B ಹಾಗೆ SGT ಫ್ರಮ್ HL, ರಷ್ಯಾದಿಂದ ಸುಕೋಯ್ Su-57 ಹಾಗೆ Su-30 MKI, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ HL ತೇಜಸ್ LCA Mark 1 ಆಲ್ಫಾ, ಹಾಗೆ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಕಿರಣ್ ನೆರೆದಿದಂತ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಮೆಸ್ಮರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತು ಅಂತ. ಬಾನಂಗಳದಲ್ಲಿ ತ್ರಿವರ್ಣ ಧ್ವಜದ ಕೇಸರಿ, ಬಿಳಿ, ಹಸಿರು ಮೂರು ಬಣ್ಣಗಳ ಚಿತ್ತಾರವನ್ನ ಮೂಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಬಹಳ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿ ನೆರೆದಿದ್ದಂತ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮನಸೂರೆಗೊಳಿಸ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾಳೆ 2 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಲೈವ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಡಿ ಚಂದನ ಹಾಗೂ ಡಿ ತಮಿಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ನೇರ ಪ್ರಸಾರವನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದಂತಹ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ತಿಳಿಸೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಾಳೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ವಿಶೇಷ ಇದೆ, ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ 9:00 ಮೊದಲ ಶೋ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ 2 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ 2 ಶೋ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾಳೆ ಕೊನೆ ದಿನ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಬರಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿ ಚಂದನ ಹಾಗೂ ಡಿ ತಮಿಳ ಲೈವ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ತಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ರುಂಬಾ ನನ್ರಿ. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ನಟ ಮತ್ತು ನಿರೂಪಕ ಧನಂಜಯ, ಚಂದನದಿಂದ, ದೂರದರ್ಶನದಿಂದ ನೇರ ಪ್ರಸಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ ಜೊತೆಗಿದ್ದು.